Welcome to Spiritual Guiding Light. This is the SGL show. I'm spiritually guided light. At any time, if you have any questions, there is a button that says voice message, and you can click that and record your voice message. And wherever your message is within the reading, I will be able to identify what it is you're referencing to or what questions that you have for me. Let's go ahead and move forward. First of all, I want to say if you're new to SGL, welcome. This is going to be your Tuesday divine guidance for August of 2021. The um, individual divine guidance, the daily divine guidance are not time stamped. So when you stumble upon um, each episode, like this one here, if it resonates with you, that is a good thing for your confirmation. If it does not, don't force it. Listen to the weekly that also has the dailies within that week, but it is time stamped for the second week of August of 2021. Okay, let's go ahead and start. Before I want to uh, deliver the divine guidance for Tuesday of August of 2021, your affirmation, listener, is I trust myself. Okay. A lot of security, a lot of abundance, spiritual abundance, as well as tangible. But an only way, listener, that you are able to obtain the tangible, you have to let go. Okay, you have to fill in the blank of what it is that you have to let go. A direction is calling it in and letting it go, as well as um, uh, being in a sunken place of past memories. So, if the brain is used to your mind nitpicking, right, trying to pick, right, trying to find the needle in the haystack of the whys and the hows, um, those great blockages. Okay, moving forward, understand that your trust, right, your trust. When you say trust, what comes to mind? Write that down. All right. So feminine energy, we have the page of voices. Okay. This is in reverse, basically saying that you can control your emotions. Okay. You can entertain yourself without being in control of. For those of you who stimulate the direction of your emotions through music, some listen to music to uplift, some listen to music to continue to um, enable the stuck in place of feeling as a victim. For the most part, this is dancing to the rhythm of um, frequency. And then we have the three of emotions in reverse. With these two together, with the page of voices and the three of emotions, looking at it in a positive view, this is saying, I surrender. Because in upright, this is acknowledging and being aware and having the free will to make uh, the right moves, right, are going to the right directions, right, and using free will properly. But since it's in the upright position, this is saying, universe is saying, no, you haven't learned your lesson, so now I have to um, create whatever your situation may be. It may not be a heavy situation. It can be as simple as having to relocate, right? Or having to downgrade or having to end a relationship so that you can move forward, right? Letting go of things that are not aligned to your journey or your project or your season. Okay, let's go ahead and put some masculine energy down. It's definitely masculine energy is very, it's like the Chariot coming in and having the whole army behind, and it's solid. There is no room for any leakage. There is no room for any infrastructure to come down, falling down. The tower is solid. So whatever masculine energy, whether this is you, or this could be once you surrendered, this masculine security of trust comes available. Yes, the Ace of Wands. A new experience. Bypassing blockages are a wall to prevent new energies from coming in. This is truly putting trust in the Almighty. Okay, let's go ahead and I want to pull some gestures. It does not feel like an illusion. It's no longer the gut feeling. This is more so the dream state has been manifested into reality here. Any foolishness, gestures, entertainment pertaining to divine guidance for Tuesday of August 2021. Any foolishness. We have the King of Pentacles. Now, my version of the King of Pentacles is, you can take it with a grain of salt or a grain of sugar. It's up for you. Or you can mix the two, bittersweet. But my impartation of the King of Pentacles, in reality, the King of Pentacles is responsibilities. Okay? But in my view, the King of Pentacles, this is a false individual. Everything that is being presented, right? Like they have it all together, finances together, they have all the material gain, yet they're homeless. It's like, people posing for Instagram, and in reality, it's not that. And no one is able to know the truth unless you witness it, right? And expose them. No one has exposed this King of Pentacles, right? And this, to me, is a narcissistic energy. This pentacle is a person, right? This wand of it's everything that is in this King of Pentacles is they have taken. They did not work for this. Okay. And this individual, right, is sleeping They're lazy. They have not worked for anything. They can. This is a person, an individual who can't maintain the image. Okay, so whatever's being presented, this is one of those people where you gotta step back. We have the experience to be able to know, okay, I've seen this before. So for some of you who haven't really dealt with the trickster, the love bombing, but if this is not a new platonic relationship that shows up and tries to be rushed into a relationship, a U-Haul situation here, this can also be a business opportunity, right? Talking too fast, but nothing to show, right? Trying to create distractions, right? Because you are the pentacle and they think that you're going to do all of the hard work, right? That's the trickster. What is this trickster focusing on? What is this trickster, this false king focus on? This is literally an individual who can be accompanying someone, but their mind is somewhere else, right? Use you up to your drive. Ooh. These thoughts happen in the late night hours, right? Astray. Page of Wands definitely knows how to work. Trickster. Looking for another fool. Going after the empaths, the Knight of Wands, right? And that empath has the Seven of Pentacles. And that pentacle that has been pulled, right? This is what that King of Pentacles is after. Mind you, you've experienced the Seven of Swords. Some of you who have not experienced trickster energy and you're unable to identify, this is something to look out for, right? Don't be so quick to judge, because it can be an something, opportunity that presents itself. You fill in the blank. For the most part, be still, be silent, observe, maintain. Don't be the trickster, but so that you can make sure that they're in your best interest. And you'll know, because the Six of Pentacles here, you'll be able to see true compassion. You'll be able to see integrity, value, morals. You'll then be able to see the false mask, because it's not what the opposite attracts. It's what aligns and what's compatible that supports what your morals and values and integrity is. There is no confrontation. There is no conflict. So if irritation arises and it's like, no, do not settle, listener. Whether this is a courting, platonic, business opportunity, contract, you have to put you have to fill in the blanks. And you are the Nine of Cups. You have so much to offer, right? And you know this, but they are not aware that you are aware. Keep it that way, okay? Because you are destined to the Three of Pentacles. And you are going to celebrate because God has your back, right? Put God first. Allow God to direct your path, okay? Because whoever this is may talk a good game about being aligned with God, but actions show. Talk about God. That's also a way to see, right? And you don't have, in the Two of Pentacles, you don't have to balance that situation out. Walk away from it. Allow the Tower to happen. Allow the world new beginnings coming into this Eight of Wands, right? Yep, the Sun clarifying the Ace of Wands. That is just, the jester's view of you, listener, entertaining, being the jokester, the joke of the day, right? The takers, the opportunists, looking, prowling, just wanting to take. But guess what? Your affirmation is, I trust myself. And people see your trust. Okay? Now, I definitely want to see the shadow side of moving out of this. Definitely still doing it. The Eight of Pentacles. Focusing on your harvest. Mentally, mind, body, and soul. Okay? No one can infiltrate your garden. No one can infiltrate your harvest. No one can infiltrate your dreams, your vision, right? Some people can duplicate, but it is not original, okay? Anything else? You, listener, have balanced out, okay? You have balanced out with the Two of Pentacles into the Eight of Pentacles, the dark and the light. You're bad and you're good because your good outweighed the bad, okay? Your heart is definitely light as a feather. And for those of you who don't feel that, forgive self, forgive others, and let go. And trust self that you are forgiven. Okay? We have the High Priestess in reverse. Okay? That's what attracts this false individual. I truly believe that you may have been insecure or vulnerable. Well, that's a natural instinct. Everyone wants someone to listen to, right? And especially if you have family issues, that is the number one target. Well, then I can grasp you away from what you love dearly. Let's go ahead and move this energy off the table and move forward, right? Celebrating in oneness, right? Being aligned and being divinely guided. But you have to be open, just as how you're different in whatever product or service or just your presence you as a human being have to offer, right? Your cup of trust, your cup of self, right? You drink your own cup. How does it taste? Okay, before you offer a cup, everyone's taste buds are different. So every individual or every group or every opportunity, you have to serve differently. Okay? Each cup does not necessarily have to be fine wine. Okay? It can be freshly juiced of honeydew, freshly juiced of grapefruit. You fill in the blank of your servings and how you serve and what it is that you're preserving. Okay? We have the Six of Cups. Be kind. Say thank you when people offer, and it can just be kind words. It doesn't necessarily have to be something tangible, okay? Because we have the Six of Cups, okay? Some of you definitely are old school and have an old soul. You're very formal. Nothing wrong with that. But understand this. Treat everyone accordingly because you never know who's watching you accept gifts. Okay. Let's go ahead and put some rubble on this Six of Cups here. Because some people, you have to say no. You can't accept everything. Okay. Because it's like you have four cups, right? Of seeds that need to be planted in this cup that is being offered, right? Someone who with experience. Okay, this is a wise individual. People look up to this, whatever this is, could be employer, individual, you have to fill in the blank. But what they're offering you, there is an offer behind that you don't see, right? You don't see it because you're blind. You are memorized, like being hypnotized in the eyes. So this can possibly be a new business and personal endeavor. Okay. But there is a cup that is wider, but yours is longer, willing to go with you in the long haul. But whatever this secret offer, which is not to you, okay, it's much wider and much deeper. So choose who you accept your gifts from. Look around at your options, because these four cups, they're people. Okay? Put some level on this. We have now it is time. Now is not the time. And then we have cha-ching. So now is not the time to be distracted from things that seem too good to be true. Okay, that's the Six of Cups, too good to be true. Okay, let's put some direction and let's go ahead and serve your divine guidance. Okay, balanced out, we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, this is worry. What are you worried about, listener? Fear is an awful thing, and it is difficult to reach out for help when it hits. And don't hide when you're stricken with grief or sadness. Sharing trauma or stress with others can be therapeutic and can help you to regain control over what troubles. Mind you, this Nine of Swords is what attracts that false King of Pentacles. Okay? Don't be so quick to vent. Okay? Because also when the Six of Cups come in, that can also be a test, right? Giving a first offer, right? You have all these other options, and the test is to see if you have matured, because there's much more to gain. Okay. Moving out of the Nine of Swords, that lazy is that King of Pentacles, that false King of Pentacles, listener. That laziness. This person is obsessed, right? Getting out, away from that energy. And you know what? This Six of Cups truly can be the King of Pentacles. They're no different than you are, but they're trying to be something that they're not, right? Trying to offer something. They lack passion, they lack motivation. It's a distraction. Definitely a distraction. Strength, and you have the strength, okay? Over the Three of Wands, you have foresight. So this could be your confirmation of what to look out for or what you are experiencing now, and have the confidence, right? And focus and have the bravery and stay in your masculine energy because it doesn't have a gender role here. Get in your Ace of Wands energy. Take full responsibility. It is not your job to tell someone else to do so. Move on. You don't owe anyone. Okay. And for those of you, practice fearlessness. Okay. Especially if when a person is it's trying to input fear, you know what? Make them eat that fear. You get help. You get because you have all the support that you need. Okay. You are no longer being controlled by what is being said and your emotions. You're no longer manipulated with the Page of Voices in reverse and the Three of Emotions. You have matured so dearly. Let's take this off of the table here and watch that cha-ching, okay? Because your trust is the money. All right, that is beautiful. I want to just stop you reading now. No. Okay, let's go ahead and pull your divine guidance for Tuesday of August of 2021. For those of you who are now just tuning in because you fast forward this pre-recorded, welcome to the SGL show. I'm Spiritually Guided Light, and this is Spiritual Guided Light. If you have any questions, our feedback email spiritualguidinglight@gmail.com. And for the most part, don't forget to follow and subscribe. All right, Tuesday's divine guidance for August of 2021. If you need a time step, and make sure you listen to the weekly second week of August of 2021. Okay, you have white sage. It's beautiful. Okay, this is very, 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 very beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead and read white sage. I love it. It automatically makes me think of cleansing your mind, your body, your surroundings, your area. It's like you have the essence of white sage. Very beautiful. White sage really illuminates the light of being. And I think that's really, really beautiful. Okay, especially if you are an individual whom your shadow side is embraced more. You know, my rebels, any of my rebels in here, hello, how are you? So, but for the most part, the center of the body is light. So you make sound decisions. Okay, you're just on the wild side. Moving forward, so white sage. It's safe to let things unfold as they will. You don't need to fix things nor try to force something to happen. The universe already knows, already working things out for you. There's no need to question your vision or intuition just because situations are working out differently to how you thought that they would. The universe is a little bent and certainly has a sense of humor, but ultimately it is kind and knows the best way to accomplish all that needs to happen. You are very much part of this. All things will come together in the correct way. At the best time, the universe has your back. Trust that you are being helped. Okay? And your universal love of extension, the stillness. To stay busy is to stay distracted, something that can help us survive our pains and troubles, but does not nothing to heal them. Though it may be daunting, take the time to be still. Let the silence envelop you and learn to just be. Okay? Take what resonates with you. Listener, this is your Tuesday divine guidance for August of 2021. Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle, and that is you.